Please don't click away, I worked very hard. I promise you only have to deal with looking at me for a sec. Welcome to the First Little Bit, working title, don't judge, where I condensed the first couple hours of a game or so that I decided to give a whirl. I feel like I fall into a weird middle ground when it comes to my gaming credentials. To a self-proclaimed hardcore gamer, I am most certainly a casual, but to someone who doesn't play video games, I'm a no-life loser. And like most things, I'm a little bit of both. So the relevancy of my uninformative and insultingly oversimplified take I think can benefit a wide swath of curious individuals. And maybe you'll stick around if you find it mildly amusing. Enjoy. So we are going to start a new game on normal difficulty and see how she goes. We are introduced to character creation via our portrait being painted. Fancy, fancy. I seem to be a rather handsome devil with some whack shit on my face. Don't know what that's about. And we are quickly introduced to the 4 horsemen of facial presets. That being white, roofer white, vaguely Asian, and black. We stick with the default but add some snazzy facial hair, pick our starting class, and that's basically it for character creation. Didn't even get to choose my own name. That's kinda weak. Cue first of many cutscenes with way too much talking, and my patience for this on a good day is that of a starving fat kid in line for cake. Alright, so the reins are off, and spacebar is pause. Spacebar pauses the game. This is a nightmare. I take a while getting acquainted with this and honestly never quite get the hang of it. However, after harassing some NPCs to no avail, I do figure out the optimal way to travel. Having fun high-kicking my way downtown and another cutscene. Me and this guy flirt a bit and then it's time to learn how to fight. I quickly employ the highly respected ancient art of facial bootfuck and prove that I am the chosen one. He wisely throws a hapless trainee in my path but not before letting me know that I'm strapped. And away I go, to what I do not know. A cutscene. Suck me sideways. It goes on for a while, something about my sick mother, I don't know, I wasn't listening. But then I'm off, a boy on the town, with nothing but my wits and moxie and super bitchin' hat and I'm sensing a theme. I have a temper tantrum and let off a few rounds into the crowded street to the surprise of no one, clearly not the first such incident. After a wee bit of meandering about and a couple more cutscenes, I bound through the town doing my typical get used to the controls and whatnot quests. TLDR, my cousin is a drunk, broke a table, I gotta fix it, bar keeps a dick, then it's off to a rescue mission.
Goodbye.
Good God, I just want to get on the ship and leave this place to actually start the game. Oh ho, let's get sneaky. Well, that was fucking easy. I put precisely 0 effort into actually being stealth aside from my super sneaky crouch pose, and that proves to be just plenty. I wonder if this will manifest later in the game. I reach my cousin and he's a silly pompous dick. I like him just fine, but it's time to go as my patience for wandering around a dilapidated disease-ridden city absolutely lousy with cutscenes has me dangerously close to committing IRL Sudoku. I forego any further menial wandering about and go tell the skipper that I am ready to get the hell out of Dodge and ooh, what's this?
Lend them a hand. Watch out! Take a step back, sir!
Meth head Treebeard here gets final destination by the ship's broken mast, and I breathe a short sigh of relief because there is no way I can already take on this big barky bitch, and no such luck. I cannot stress enough how woefully underprepared for this encounter I am. I have literally not fought a single actual enemy at this point, let alone a discount SCP. Luckily, I hold the record for having beaten Elden Ring and every Dark Souls on my first try without dying once, so this will be a cakewalk. Alright, I have a quick cry, then back at it. Then, it happens. The inevitable. The creature stood no chance, and I summarily put it out of its misery like the cold sumbitch I am. And we're off to new and distant lands on an adventure I am already tired of. Dun 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 dun. Hey, look, Birdmen face Doctor Men. Now I'm off to the races in this new locale, so clearly the first thing I do is talk to the captain and ask if he's mad at me, because this game apparently knows me at my core. Feeling emotionally validated, I can now explore to see what the dock has to offer me and my ragtag bunch of ruffians. Naturally, my first inclination is to trespass in a restricted area because fuck 12. Sneaky mode activate. Wait for it. There we are. We are immediately spotted, and looks like meat's back on the menu, boys, because I ain't going back to jail. Then I take a moment to admire my hat and have my leather wallet ready while Kurt over here works through one of his periodic seizures. Back to murder. Then I'm just gonna jump this gap here and... oh. One of those. Tally-ho, gentlemen. We won't let that dampen our spirits. New character enters. Hey, you got that weird face shit as well. Kindred spirits, am I right? Now this interior is absolutely beautiful and I can interact with exactly jack and shit, which makes me sad. Pardon?
Do you need something?
I've known this woman for a whole few minutes, so naturally I hit on her in this musty basement because I'm emotionally stunted and don't recognize social cues. She rightfully rejects my advances, so I pull a Hail Mary and probe her about daddy issues. Jesus, dude. After some more walking about, we finally enter a new cutscene where my cousin proceeds to also hit on the new girl, and I'm like, hey, yo. I get bored of listening to politics and the plight of what's-her-face and her people, so I decide to loiter by these nobles fighting off invisible demons. No doubt hallucinations brought about by lead-based makeup. After aggravating their delusions and nicking their wallets, I take my leave and... my patience is running wafer thin with these goddamn cutscenes, but then I find a spiffy new hat. And for a moment, all is well in the world. It's now time to travel into the wilderness and... oh? Okay, and we're at camp. And now a cutscene. Back at the dock. And I'm starting to think that my pro gamer tactics of not listening to what anyone says and breezing through most tutorials may not have been the Giga Chad move I thought it'd be. New character. Ooh, mega badass. I am into it. She talks a bunch about something or other, I don't know, so I decide to impress her by breaking into the restricted area she's guarding. We need something from there and she won't let me in, so what's a man to do? I decide that in order to successfully sneak past the guards, I must become the guard. Either me and the boy's stealth skills are next level or this is fast turning into a fucking Scooby-Doo episode. Finally. Have at thee! We got whatever it was we needed and head on out, and who's this guy? Oh! I exit stage left as fast as my Wiggies will take me, and expecting another loading screen... one does not appear. Holy shit. Can I actually explore a bit now? It's a tad barren and very linear, but hey look, mushrooms! And with a belly full of fungus and a heart full of whimsy, we finally set off from camp into the proper wilderness. What secrets will you hold? Ooh, a deer! So I'm about to make Bambi half an orphan when I notice some peculiar figures in the distance. Hark! Doth mine eyes deceive me? Unknown predators. What to do? A carefully calculated plan of attack, or perhaps a tactical retreat after some recon? No, I must assert dominance. Forward, men, to glory! How the fuck did we survive that? Realizing we are divinely protected for some reason, we proceed on a bloodthirsty rampage, tearing apart every wolf we see when all of a sudden... Ho there, what be these? A worthy foe to test our mettle? Holy fucking shit, they're land sharks! They have great white shark heads, what the fuck? That went about as expected. New plan, men! We are going back to pick berries because nature is beautiful, and who are we to interfere with God's creatures? So we decide to set up camp for the night, then to hell with the wilderness, back to the well-worn path we go. Ah, a foe more my speed is approached. Take that! Haha, I am mighty, and we are attacked and promptly murdered by bandits. I didn't even know that was a thing that could happen. They didn't even rob us. What the fuck?